Hey guys, and welcome to Hearts of Iron 4. Today we're going to be playing Kaiserreich. There's so many mods to choose from, but today we play this one. And you know, it's cold. I live in the northern hemisphere. It's December, but I have a blanket and my Ender Dragon plushie, which is very evil, and I feel like we're gonna be okay, mostly. And Kaiserreich's pretty fun, and it doesn't run that slowly. And with this mod being called Kaiserreich and all, you would expect Germany to have a pretty good focus tree, and what this update does is give Germany a new focus tree as opposed to the old focus tree before this update. They of course always had a focus tree. It'd be kind of crazy if they didn't, but now they have a brand new, pretty big one, and we will be playing through it today, and hopefully winning and conquering everybody. It'll be exciting. We can recreate the cute new loading screen. Well, somebody won't be around for so long, so we'll have to work quickly if we want to get to Paris in time. And classically, someone has died very early on in the game, Alexander Kerensky. Maybe one day he'll survive. And a new voting rights bill for all these cities over here. In terms of national spirits, we have some really good ones, some really bad ones. Similar to Victors of the Great War in Vanilla, we have this, giving us some bad army debuffs that Britain and France get in the timeline where Germany lost. We also have this amazing focus, the Christmas spike, which gives us minus 30% consumer goods factor and 25% construction speed. That'll be replaced though with some stuff that does the opposite of that. So we'll have to prepare to not have a million civilian factories. Now for the election, I think we'll play as the SPD today. And I guess we need to start doing campaign stuff. We're already the most powerful party, but we don't have a clear majority. And we've completed the nicely named focus Master of the World. It's a little overconfident maybe, because there are some challenges to that to come. We'll be prepared though, hopefully. And yeah, we can only really do this focus tree right now. So I think we will start with the plan here. Loaning money to the US to recover from the Civil War when it inevitably happens. It seems like we're smart and we know what's to come. Kaiserreich classically having a US Civil War be a thing that will always happen, though it didn't always happen. And here too, Edward VIII has been crowned King of Great Britain. He will be one of our allies as they too fight against the communes here, the Union of Britain and the Commune of France. And here we go, Black Monday. Our situation is reversed now, and the more extreme parties gain more seats, and the Fifth Anglo-Afghani War. And here we can demand renewal of the Treaty of Metz. This is pretty good. Either world tension decreases, or we get war support, and France loses 20% war support. Since things are kind of reversed here, we want world tension to be really low as opposed to France and Britain and Vanilla, so we will decrease world tension, give us more time to build up and prepare. I think that'll work out in our favor. I also really don't want to expand colonial budgets, but I feel like if we don't do this, our colonies might have issues. We of course have Middle Africa here, and France accepted, so world tension is decreased down to 3%. Everything else is pretty bad though. We're at negative 140 political power, 20% party popularity, negative 1% stability, 16% war support. Not very good, but it's not the end of the world, at least. Oh no, there used to be this card game in TNO that Germany and Italy would play against each other, and now it looks like there's a card game in Kaiserreich. I don't know what's going on yet, but the card game has begun. It's time to duel. The Black Monday trading card game is a turn-based game during which you must play against the Crisis and defeat it in a match of wits and strategy. We have these cards in our hand: capital control, money issuing, cooperation with business, employment program, and the radio. And these are the cards we have in our deck. So this card, money issuing, is extra effective because of our liquidity crisis. I also think we should play this card first because it gives us 2 extra cards, which might be good in combination with some of our other cards. We now have these 2 new cards. This card is useless unless a reform card has been played. This card also gives extra points depending on how many Eastern European states are currently in Middle Europa, and I think most of them, all of them are. No one has left yet, so we should probably play this card too. Ah yes, the man in the high castle. Yes, parliamentarianism, as beneficial as it is to appeasing the people, is prone to weakness and disarray. Anyways, we have card games to play. Oh, and Georgia requests to join us. Yes, of course. That's nice. I don't think they quite count as Eastern European, so they probably won't buff that card, but... Okay, now Finland has left Middle Europa. Not very good. Our economic health is currently -8, and these economic stagnation and decline numbers keep getting bigger. And here, the victory of democracy. Very nice. Finally some stability. We're at -54%, we get 20%. Yeah, a lot of stuff is happening though, and not much good. We're not doing so well in this game anymore. Probably should just stop trying. And Belgium is leaving Middle Europa now. Very sad. They want Luxembourg. We're going to give them a counter offer so we don't get all of it. Liberia wants aid. I'm sorry, Liberia. The treaty is signed. Everybody's happy. They're back in Middle Europa. See, we got an event where we could have invaded them at the cost of only 100 political power, but we took the nice route. They should be grateful. Okay, we finally have some political power. We're going to use the political power to negotiate with the lenders in the Austrian Empire and help with our terrible debt. And finally, peace in the Ruhr. We get 10% stability. We're almost above 0. That'll be good. We will make sure to do this focus soon to reward loyal trade unions. And Middle Europa is back online. The economic crisis is waning. So we get this agenda mechanic now. I guess I'll support this, sure. I should also use some more of my political power. We'll negotiate with all of the lenders, I guess. I don't think there's any points in not negotiating with any. I'm also going to send volunteers now to Carlos, Spain. I think they'll be on our side. Maybe, I can't remember for sure what they do. And then some to Huey Long too. And yeah, as we have time to, we'll micro some of these volunteers along the front, get some army experience and maybe make some encirclements, especially if they give free encirclements like this. And Hungary is doing their thing. They've left Middle Europa, of course. And France is justifying against us. I don't think this is the real war, but I'll put my army on their border just in case. If this is the real war, they're hardly prepared. And we've been doing a lot of these democracy and reaction decisions, along with we still need to be working on this economic stuff. We're currently at -5. We were at -6 and back to 7 for a while, but maybe we'll finally be able to get out of it, or it doesn't look like we will this time. We don't have very good cards. And I'm doing my best to maybe make something happen in our favor in Italy. Everything else has not been going well. We helped Austria at least defeat Hungary. Spain is communist. America will probably be communist. Or syndicalist, I should say. I'm sorry. Italy really is looking good, though. Also, unlike Germany from vanilla, we have a lot of rubber as Germany and Kaiserreich because of our control over all of these colonial territories. So that's not a problem for now. It will become a problem once all of these territories start getting taken away by the syndicalists. Also, I feel like there's maybe a small chance that the syndicalists don't win in America. It's a possibility, and it's crazy. There's so many decisions in this new update, honestly. There's a million, and we have a ton of other focuses that just give us more decisions and more decisions, and they really made a lot of decisions. And here it is, both France and Russia are justifying against us. I've stolen a ton of infantry divisions from all of our allies to put on the eastern front, and then we will focus our main army on the western front. Okay, and we got lacking preparedness because we apparently didn't do so well before the war. So we get -30% division recovery rate and division defense and factory output. And the card game is now over, and disagreements between the all-democratic front. And yeah, this first part will be the most difficult part because we're kind of at it alone against everybody else. But soon Canada will join us. Well, Canada might be dead. Austria will join us. The situation is interesting. Finland is pretty much dead. Russia, we haven't been able to do much with. Frontier is really slow because all of Spain's divisions is over here, but now Portugal's in the war with the Entente, so maybe they can help. And here we go. We did get a small encirclement. They have ports here, so they could technically pull out of the ports, but I think they're going to lose a lot of divisions here regardless. And nice, we're able to sneak into Paris here. That's always fun, and we might encircle a lot of divisions too if we play our cards right. Don't know how many we will get, but this will be a big issue for them. The fall of Paris, we did get it with Wilhelm II still in charge. large. And there, we got a decent encirclement, nothing crazy, but it's enough that it will be able to slowly help us turn the tide in France so that we can at least capitulate France before America potentially starts sending divisions over. That would be a nightmare. I also realized too that the Netherlands got naval invaded. This is really bad. And things are going better now. Sweden has turned the tide on Norway. Finland is holding on by some miracle. We're making progress in France, which kind of makes up for the fact that they're trying to get into Hanover right now. And yeah, I sometimes get stuck a bit in the micro of late game Hoi4. I didn't realize I could train 46 full new infantry divisions, but now we have these guys, so we will go ahead and actually use them. I think it should be able to clean this up pretty easily, and then we can move these 46 divisions to Russia. And Wilhelm II has now been replaced with Wilhelm III. That means we need a new field marshal, because I guess he can't be a field marshal and the Kaiser at the same time. And we're making progress here too. We're slowly pushing them out of Germany and the Netherlands, and France is slowly following, though they have been advancing on Paris. I don't know how they've been doing that, but I guess we should probably deal with it. And nice, France has capitulated, which is kind of confusing because they're in a faction with Britain, but no one understands how Hoi4 peace conferences work, especially in Kaiserreich. Nice, so France is now ours. A lot of divisions are encircled, though Spain will retake these tiles probably and unencircle a lot of their divisions, but a lot of these divisions here are not going to get unencircled, so they are ours. Italy will also be having a much more difficult time now that we will be able to invade Sardinia. I mean, Piedmont. Sardinia is not on the mainland. We also should be able to invade Britain too. We do have naval supremacy in the English Channel, and we're invading Britain now. We don't have any marines, but we maybe will be able to land, or maybe not. They only have one division here. It shouldn't be that hard to land. I think we will land, actually. We got one landing, that's good. Now we'll move our entire army and all of our tanks over here. It definitely won't be a bad idea, and we definitely won't get a ton of convoys sunk. And yeah, they haven't really been able to stop us. Our convoy issue has been problematic, but they really didn't have enough defending England. So I think things are going good, besides having no allies and being at war with everybody. At least Germany, Asia is holding it together against Japan. China is, I guess, on our side technically. And America's at war with most of our faction. I just haven't joined the war yet. And two, we also have a post-war focus tree, Pax Germanica here. It's just crazy. I think we'll have to do a lot before we get to this. Anyways, though, we're going to end things here for today. If you guys want, I will make a part 2 and we will continue. Either way, I really do enjoy this new focus tree for Germany. I like it. The decisions, there might be too many decisions, but I still think it's interesting. I like card games too. That's fun. I can't wait to play the German economic recovery card game and tabletop simulator. But with that, I will see you all next time.